Okay, what's going on, guys? We're going to start a new draft here. Crimson Vow, Arena Docs channel. So I am currently Diamond Tier 3. Looking at ranking up to Mythic, hopefully in the next week or so before this month's ranking ends. And then we'll just go from there. We'll see. It's kind of been a bit of a time crunch, been working a lot. So anyway, let's change the view. Okay, great. So we've got our first rare, Cemetery Gatekeeper. Mythic. Okay, first strike. Okay, when an ETB, exile a card from a graveyard. Whenever a player plays a land or casts a spell that shares a card type with the exile card, it deals 2 damage to that player. Okay, so that's good. I mean, I'm a huge fan of red in general. So I'm almost at the point where it's almost, I'm thinking like, is it worth forcing black-red? So I think this guy is a pick. It's always nice to get a Mythic to experiment with. If I didn't take him, I would be considering the Flame Blessed Bolt, Alluring Suitor, Ancient Lumberknot, but I think that's going to be our pick for now. So we'll start off with a nice 2-drop. Great. Okay, easy follow-up here. So Rending Flame, excellent. One of the premium uncommons. Another Celebrants. It always sucks to pass, cards in your color when you're opening up decent ones, because your pack 2 is not going to be maybe as good, but I think that's a pretty clear pick here. Okay, yeah, so let's grab that. Nice. Okay, well, probably the best card. I mean, overall, I value a Hero's Downfall a little bit more than an Abrade, but given it's on color, I mean, how can I turn that down, right? Otherwise, in this pack, I would say there's nothing even close to the power level of those 2 cards. And I mean, if I had, there's some nice playable white cards: Droxcall Infantry, Fierce Retribution, Perish Blade Trainee. These 3 whites, those are all good. I haven't had quite as much success with white as I've had with red and black, so we'll just stick to it. Okay, nice. So same deal. I would say maybe my favorite card to play out of this pack is the Biolume Egg. If you ever do pull that off in a sacrifice or what's it called, exploit type of deck, then that's premium. But at the same time, nice Blood Petal Celebrant, really good. Undead Butler, good, but in a different deck. Gift of Fangs is okay. Belligerent Guest, pretty good, but the Celebrant, I think, is in keeping with our theme here. Okay, nice. So same deal. I think it wouldn't be totally unreasonable to pick up a white card. Fierce Retribution, Griff Rider, Heron of Hope are all decent. However, there's another Celebrant. I certainly don't mind having that. It's pushing my Vampires theme a little more forward. Great. So same story here. So in this case, I think Gluttonous Guest is enough better than a Sure Strike that I'm actually going to take it. Sure Strikes I find are not too hard to pick up. You can get them later in the draft. Screaming Swarm, pretty good. Overall, I don't think it's too close, though. Here's the thing. I've passed a lot of blue. I haven't passed much black besides that Hero's Downfall. So anyway, we'll grab that. Okay, so then we drop off pretty sharply. I don't necessarily think this is the deck that wants Ancestral Anger. That's going to be more the blue and red spells deck. The only other option in our colors would be the Specimen. So then we would certainly consider. So we're by no means committed to black. Red, we would really, really like to play at this point. I think Arm the Cathars is pretty good, and it's very aggressive. So I'm going to keep it, or I'm going to grab that instead of taking one of the weak cards on color. Third Celebrant, that we can work around that we're getting a little bit hyper aggressive here if we're taking that. That's going to make any combat trick a lot better, to have a lot of these kind kind of low mana cost, aggressive type creatures. Alternative to that, we could grab a Lantern Bearer and lean more towards the spells deck. I'm just going to grab that for now. Third Celebrant, yeah. We've got a lot of 2-drops. Oh, nice. Super nice. Okay, good. This is what I was hoping would happen. So this is the pack we opened. This is pick number 9. So we've just wheeled a Falcon Wrath Celebrants, and not only is that good for our deck, that just gives us a bit of a signal that there's not too many Vampires players out there that are aggressively taking those cards. I think by far that would be the pick in this pack. Okay. Cobbled Lancers, decent. What does this actually do? Draw 2, lose 2, create a blood. Okay, you know what? That's a playable. That's a playable. It fits with our theme a little bit. Okay, I don't think I'm playing any of these. I'll just take the bordered window. Definitely not our card or our theme, because we are aggro. Creatures attacking you get -1. Discard this or exile it if we took 4. I would actually play a Ceremonial Knife. Given that we have 3 of these Blood Petal Celebrants with first strike, I would actually play that. So that makes them a lot better. That makes them 3 power first strike, and if they don't get blocked, we get a blood token. So that's actually a very nice combo. I'm actually happy with how this is going so far. So we haven't seen enough white to justify that. So far, I think we're just the plain old, old reliable red, black Vampires theme. So, alrighty. Let's have a look. What does this guy do? Okay, 3/1 for 3. Whenever he dies, or another zombie, create a 2/2 zombie. So assuming we have no other zombies whatsoever, he's a 3/1 followed by a 2/2. So, I mean, that's probably good. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a little bit... Honestly, if it's a little bit close with the Abrade, and we're also not committed. Like, we're guaranteed to play the Abrade, and it's basically guaranteed to be good. We already have one. There's nothing really else in this pack that I think is worth talking about too much. So I think I'm going to go with the rare. I've never actually played it myself. We'll see how it performs. That being said, knowing that it's not not at its absolute best in our deck. So I think here, oh wait, Blood Fountain. Okay, so let's read this. So it's 5 mana. So we would probably want the discard ability. When you discard it, you can play a black, return a creature card from your graveyard to the hand, and if you actually cast the spell, then it would return it to the battlefield. I do think with our aggressive theme and our kind of blood sub-theme and our cheap creatures, probably the Blood Fountain is the pick here. Some nice green cards. Epicure is definitely a playable. I'll take the Fountain for now, though. Okay, nice. So we got an Abrade. There's that egg again. There's a Gluttonous Guest. That's definitely a contender. The Recluse is actually very good, too. Excuse me. Abrade. Okay, I'm just going to grab a drink while we're timing out there. Okay, great. Abrade sounds fine to me. Alrighty, so Statuette. Make a blood token. Whenever you sacrifice one, it becomes a 3/3 vampire with haste. That's not bad. That's really not bad. Is it better than a Ragged Recluse? Borderline. Very borderline. So we're not gaining much life. That makes the bat worse. I haven't really played with the Statuette, to be honest. I might just take the more reliable Ragged Recluse in this case. Yeah, I think that's close. Maybe I'm missing something, but I think it's close. I don't know if that was the right pick for sure. So, This pack we bricked a little bit. I'm looking at the knife as a possibility here. Let's see how many creatures we've actually got that want to equip it. So the Recluse obviously would be decent. The Celebrants are a prime target for it. So we have 4 2-mana first strikers, which make them a lot better. Okay, I mean, we're taking it kind of over nothing. I don't know if we want to run 2 of those in a deck. That would be... Yeah, if the draft doesn't go well, maybe we'll run 2. But... yeah, okay. So this is a combination with the Gluttonous Guest. The Gluttonous Guest allows you to gain life if you sacrifice blood. And then you can obviously get a guy back from the graveyard using the Courier Bat. So blue's actually looking good. Honestly, blue came around first pack, and it's kind of flowing in the second pack here. Like, excuse me, right this second, it looks like we might not be in the right lane. First pack, it did though. I guess we'll see how it goes. Undying Malice, same sort of thing. I think this is good, you know, for if we're going hyper aggressive, because you can hit one of your Falcon Wrath. Or sorry, what do you call these? Blood Petal Celebrants, and then have them come back. If they happen to die, then they come back with additional power and first strike. Okay, yeah, so now we're paying a little bit here. Like, there's premium cards that are not in our color, which kind of sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. I guess we'll take the Geist, I guess in the outside chance that we somehow pivot to white. Same thing here. I think this is kind of screaming at me that I'm in the wrong color. I have no green cards whatsoever, so I'm just not even going to take one, just to encourage other people to stay in green if they're already in green, which it doesn't seem like there's many of. Same kind of deal here. This is certainly not great for me. Okay, so this pack we're getting punched. This pack, I mean, we'll take and end the festivities. I don't think I'm going to play that. Okay. Statuette's actually good. A Sure Strike, again, I'd like to have at least one in the deck, but I can probably get that later. Seeing those red cards wheel, though, I wonder if, like, it was just a bad pack for red, you know? Yeah, again, not ideal. We've got a white rare. Yeah, I mean, double white. What are we really going to do, right? And there's a nice alternative, the Flame Blessed Bolt, one of the best win rate commons in the set. Yeah, I mean, I think you could maybe justify Reckless Impulse. Hopefully this pack is a little kinder to us. Interesting. Okay, well, thankfully we got a Bleed Dry, which is excellent. Markov Retribution would otherwise maybe be the pick here. This would be kind of off-roading. This is a decent card. Yeah, I think one of my favorite cards to play, just because of the exile effect and the instant speed and the basically removal for any creature. It's rare that I'll pass a Bleed Dry. Nice, we got another reward here. So okay, so the deck is coming together now. Deck is looking good. Good. Yeah, certainly some white cards. Reckless Impulse. I guess it's possible we wield a Reckless Impulse. Okay. Curve check. Second Fountain versus first Scavenger. I'll take a first Scavenger. Pyre Spawn. I'm actually looking at maybe a 16 land deck here, so I'm going to put that 6-drop away for now. Okay, nice. So we do have a Celebrants here. Celebrants, again, I'm a huge fan of. Okay, in this case, Gift of Fangs is a decent card. Like in the deck that we have, just based on how it can be either a pump or a kill spell, like a cantrip. I like that a lot. I think we have enough cards to play right now. Like we have a reasonable deck. Vampire Kiss. We're not that hurting for blood that we would play that. Doesn't matter. Edgar Awakening, okay. Yeah, versus a 2-drop. I think maybe another 2-drop creature is actually better. And a statuette. Gargantua. We don't have that many cards that we want to sacrifice, though. That's the only thing. I think it's good, though. Maybe this is the more aggressive play, though. If our theme is going to be low drops, maybe that's the card. I think we have a decent deck. We'll see. Okay. Let's load this up. Okay, so what do we got? Okay. We have quite a bit more black than red, but we have a ton of red early drop, so I'll probably keep the land ratio just like that. Red, black. Or we could always go 8 and 8 if we end up 16 lands. So, gotta make 2 cuts. So we have all of these non-creature 1-drops. I guess we don't need the knife. Like we have 6 2-drop creatures, 3 3-drop creatures, 1 4, 2 5s. Okay. How much? So the Sanguine Statuette is entirely dependent on blood. So we are going to make sure that we have enough blood to fuel it. So this is a blood token. Okay. Blood token generator. Requires blood tokens. Possible generator. It has to die though. No. Blood token generator, yes, good. Blood token generator. 2 blood tokens, yeah. So we have a lot. I'm kind of inclined to play the knife, given that we have 4 cards that require blood tokens, like the double recluse and the double statuette. So, probably Undying Malice we could cut. Oh, we only have 12 creatures. I guess you could call these creatures, though, in a sense. I'll keep the knife. I will keep the knife. Maybe even 2 knives, honestly. Blood Fountain, yes. Gift of Fangs. I don't know. I don't know about that. I do have decent. I have a Flame Blessed Bolt. I have double Abrade. I have a Rending Flame and a Bleed Dry. So I'm actually going to cut Gift of Fangs. Now, next question. Blood Fountain, Bolt, Knife, good. Grasp, Recluse ×2, Abrade, double, triple Celebrant. So I don't want to cut any creatures. Gatekeeper's good. Double Statuette. At its best, so it makes a blood token, which is value. At its best, it's a 3/3 for 2, and you have to be actively sacrificing those tokens to use it. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I've never played it. I almost want to make that like aggressive deck with 2 knives. Though I will admit the knife is not like a fantastic card overall, but I mean if it ends up supplying you with a lot of blood, this is good card advantage, removal, just good card, good removal, very good card, and vampire and blood, so I can't cut that. Yeah, so I'm a little bit on the fence here. My only question would be, do I add a second knife? None of these creatures I want. Second knife, good question. Maybe I'll play a game. Oh yeah, 16 lands. We could do 16 lands. That's how we could make up the difference. Maybe that is right. Okay. A little bit greedy, but let's give it a shot. Maybe it's good. All right, on to game one. So, if you made it this far, definitely like and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more content like this. We're going to try to get double mythic, meaning mythic in limited and in constructed. Okay, that's fine with me. Good. Interesting. So he needs a card from a graveyard, right? Exile a card from a graveyard. Whenever a player plays a land or casts a spell, if it shares a card type, 2 damage to that player. So ideally we get a creature out of the graveyard. That's what that spell is looking for. And every creature they cast. Sure, wrong. Okay, no problem. We will attack in. Yeah, you know what? I actually probably could have played that differently. I could have done attack with both. If I just ditched that blood token last turn because it has haste. I guess that's just me not knowing the cards that well. Well, this is nice. This is actually really nice. I think this is what we probably want to do. Could ditch the land, attack with the 3, get an extra blood token. Kind of a complicated turn here. Let's do it this way. Interesting. So the added benefit of this Gatekeeper is to pull a card out of the graveyard just like that, which is what we're going to do. Very good. So I will attack in. So normally this turn I would like to play our 5-drop, but I'm not going to, just because I want to get that card out of their graveyard, steal their value. So now anytime they cast a creature, that's actually a good card. I'm impressed already. End turn. Nice. Ha! Take 4, wow. Impressive. Right, I forgot this has a cleave cost. Kind of my bad, but whatever. Happily take 3, I guess. Ah. Very interesting. So they're both first strike. Oh man, my bad. My bad for sure. Damn. Maybe not. So they do have a human. This is not how I want to use my parasitic grasp, but I mean, I guess it is what it is, right? Okay. Maybe I'll do this. Oh, happens to me too. I am getting used to this streaming thing. Like I should say I'm like I make a lot more play mistakes when I'm actually recording a game. I've noticed. Okay. He knows he's got to do something. That Celebrance is going to do work. Wow. Okay. Sure. Well, basically he just loses here. I mean, he can't cast unless he has removal and a creature. I mean, that's just game. We end up with a ton of blood, 7 tokens. And that is actually, I will admit, my just a little bit of negligence of, it's a ritual suicide. I think this deck is strong. I think that knife is good. Game 2. I think 16 lands is just fine for this. The curve is low. So many 2-drops. Zofu. Well, I will keep it just knowing how much blood we can make. Because we can get rid of the swamps if we don't want them. And knowing that there's only going to be 12 lands left in the deck. Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm not going to equip him up now, knowing that he could have a easy peasy instant speed, you know, trick. Just kill him when I equip it. This could be a good turn. Ooh. Ouch. I might actually just build a board. It's our 4th land. Sure. You know what, I'll actually keep it. Any further lands we draw will be blood tokened. Poor guy. Aha. Okay. I don't think there's much that could save him. That's an all-skill win here for me. Like, unless he just drew a land, he should concede. I mean, there's nothing to think about. I mean, if he has, like... If he had, for example, a black... Like, he was playing red-black. He drew a black land. He plays a Gluttonous Guest. I mean, I guess he could survive the turn, because I couldn't abrade it. But I can't even really think of many outs. Oh, maybe he's maybe he just rage quit. Maybe this is just he exited the program and he's gonna just burn some of my time. So yeah, I'm happy with this. We've drawn both of our knives both games, which is interesting, and I've been happy to have them both times. Mind you, I can see a weakness in this deck. Oh, unless I disconnected? He should have been oh no, it is me. That ain't good. What's going on? Close the program. Uh-oh. Well, I hope I don't lose that game, which we had just won. That is no good, folks. My internet down? No. Hopefully we don't get cheated out of that win. Okay, good. All right, there we go. Close call. Game 3. I like it. I'm fine with that. We don't have any... See, this is the downside of the Ragged Recluse, is that if you don't have the blood token, you ain't got much. That guy is so bad. Okay. So, this guy, if I'm not mistaken, creates a... Oh, sorry. Creates a blood token. So we'll do this. Make our blood. Play this. Tap. Sack it. This. Submit 1. Take action. Attack for 3. Take our 3. Okay. So we could, yeah, I'm a little bit nervous about that Markov Purifier. And like, as in, maybe I should have just burned it. But I liked building the board like that. What could he have? Parasitic Grasp. Not Hero's Downfall, not Bleed Dry. Doesn't have the right mana for that. He could have whatever that Retribution is. The one where you kill an attacker. He could imprison me or whatever. That 3 mana spell. Okay. Ah. Pro Vampires. Interesting. Very interesting. So, we don't have any other way to make and sacrifice a blood token right now. Flame Blessed Bolt is excellent here. Just going to attack for 3, see what happens. This I want to exile, of course, for obvious reasons. That's not a human. Can't target it. Ragged Recluse. Pass. It's always nice to exile their rare for 1 mana at instant speed. Oh, he gains life? Oh my god. I don't know the cards. Oh, okay. Silly me. Silly me, right? Yeah, I thought he had that spell. Sure. That's actually fine. Um, Honestly, though, I don't think it would have changed much. Like, I forgot that the Purifier had lifelink, but I probably still wouldn't have blocked. He got card advantage. I mean, it is what it is. We're quite a bit ahead on life, which is nice. Sure. That's okay. Play my Gatekeeper. It's going to be good for me on multiple levels. Now he can't bring it back with the Blood Fountain, and also he's going to take damage, and he's far behind on life, I should say. So I'm actually kind of getting the vibe that this statuette is not the best. What does this guy do again? So on death, creates a blood token, and he has to have 5 to transform it. Okay. Does it have first strike? No, it doesn't. Whenever Voldaren, Bloodcaster, or another non-token creature you control dies, and this is instant. So, and he's first strike, he's not. So I'll just take my damage. We have a lot of ways to kill that if we need to. Here's some combat trick or some garbage. Sure. Oh shoot, what am I doing? Oh, another play mistake. It's okay. I'm learning that it costs me mental bandwidth to speak while I play. You know, it's funny, like this stuff does not happen when I play solo. Like I just did a draft, my first solo draft in this format. I ended up 7 wins, like no problem in Diamond, and it's like I played super tight. Has he got great. End turn. So next turn that gives us the option to discard with the blood token. Oh, I see. He's going to pay. Okay, that's fine. 5 damage to a creature. Okay. If that's a spirit. Okay, got it. He realizes if he attacks. Ah, there you go. Okay. Sure, so a blood token. That's fine. Okay. So, I guess what we'll do, we'll go for it in this way. So, I mean, he wouldn't have done that if he doesn't have removal. So he's got removal. Take action. Nice. It's good. So we will see what he does. I would guess he's going to remove the scavenger at instant speed. Take the 3. Or just die. Just die. Okay, nice. 3-0. Looking good. Yeah, I mean, seeing this happen again, it's almost like, I know we haven't run into like any of the high toughness decks, which would be more of a problem for sure, but man, red black is good in this set. That was my last draft too. Same deal. Yeah, aggressive aggro vampires. I don't like that. I didn't actually, like in my first whole whack of drafts in this set, I didn't draft it because I'm generally not an aggro player. I'm a more like, I lean a little bit more towards mid-range or control. But looks like that's what the doctor ordered this set. So we'll keep that. Red. Sure. Celebrant. Okay. So what we will do, similar to last time, statuette, create a blood token, tap, sack, discard a land, submit, take action, drew another land, all attack. That's nice. Oh yeah, that's right. In between these games, I might actually go revisit the deck and think about if I want to actually play that statuette or not. I'm not totally convinced that I do. And we just have a grip full of removal here. Okay. I am going to get rid of that thing. Okay. Yeah, I don't want that thing. So 5 damage, and then so it's defender, scry 2. If you sack it, fine. Yeah, so I don't want that. I don't want him doing that. And we will keep up the Flame Blessed Bolt in case there's something, I don't know, with haste. I can't really think of anything. Okay. That's actually a good target. I want to exile that. Then he loses the value. Okay, nice. Take our 2. He has something. He has a 1 mana. Yeah, of course, Piercing Light. Well, the nice thing is when it dies, it makes a blood token. Okay, seems good. Headless Rider. We are going to not... are we going to play our land? Do we want that Abrade that bad? No. I don't know. Maybe the correct play was to play it so that I have a braid up, but I do want to I want to discard it. And then get the value out of the statuette. Yeah, the statuette seems like a liability, to be honest. Unless you're getting those knives really reliably, the statuette feels a little bit like a liability. And let's confirm what he actually does. So he's a 3/1. If he dies, he makes a 2/2. So just kind of a value card for us. Sure. Aha, that I like. So I'll do this. And I'm not going to play it, probably for obvious reasons. I want to keep a braid up during this attack, considering I'm attacking into open mana. Wow. Wow. What's he gonna do? Does he have that? I wonder if he has that, that, like, is he just keeping a counter spell up? That guy, that rare? I mean, I guess I don't really care if he counters these. I mean, if he wants to use a counter spell, I mean, I'm okay with that. Yeah, exactly, Overcharge Amalgam. That's what I was thinking of. Sure, I mean, that's okay, you know, I can abrade him. I don't think that's that bad of a trade-off, like, you know, getting my, like, him playing his rare bomb and all I lose is my statuette, and it cost him a, whatchamacallit? Cost him a creature. Okay, so he has chill now. He has that chill card, whatever you call that. -4. Okay. Okay, so he's back in it, obviously. When it deals combat damage. Okay, so we're in a tough spot, kind of. What's this do? I'm gonna do this just for fun. Just to act like I'm kind of a floundering fish and I don't have that abrade. Man, he got the combo, boy. Yeah, I mean, okay, so at this point, I can't, like, what can I honestly do, right? Like, this game is no longer our fault for losing, like, whatsoever. So we're just dead. We're just dead. Like, having a bomb rare counter spell followed by a double strike in your graveyard, you cast on it, and then at the same time you have exactly the card and the mana to give it hexproof. I mean, that's unbeatable. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I don't fault the deck, but that being said, just like I was saying, I feel like, okay, sure. I don't like those statuettes. Too situational. Do we play a single 6-drop? Gift of Fangs. 12 creatures. One day, that's a sideboard card. Undying Malice, probably decent. I don't love Gift of Fangs, to be honest. Yeah, this is quite a modification, but honestly, let me know in the comments if you have a different opinion about that Sanguine Statue. I think it's actually not too bad on 17 lands. Or maybe we do 1 instead of 2. Maybe we do 1. Okay, game number 5, the 3-1. Noob Taco. Okay, seems good. Well, maybe not good, but seems keepable. Yeah, I think I'd be more readily swapping out those statuettes if we have more playables. We don't have all that many good, like, high playables, you know, like our colors were getting cut a little bit, and like, if I remember correctly, our second pack was just garbage. That's kind of a weak start. Even if we get a nice 3-drop, 4-drop, it's still kind of weak, especially with what our strategy is. Gift of Fangs is a reasonable... Sure, a reasonable choice, I was going to say. We could, depending what direction we want to go here, we could play a land, equip the knife, see what he does. Take the blood, build the board. Next turn we can discard. Because 4 damage in a blood token is a lot. Well, that kind of sucks. Oh, perfect. Perfect. That's great. Exile him. Probably got something, yeah. Okay. Few options here. Probably the best one is just to get rid of this guy before he becomes a nightmare. And then equip the knife. I don't want to discard the flame or the diagraph scav. Next turn. Aha. Okay. Yeah, I don't want him transforming. So I'll probably just do this. Probably play that. So at least we can filter our draws now. Oh man, this guy's got gas here, man. Every play is so... Every one of his cards is so good. It was kind of suboptimal again, but I sort of just have to bleed him dry. Unless... Maybe the scavenger this turn is better. Oh shoot, that's a creature too. I don't know, I looked right past it. Anyway, doesn't matter. Jeez, please, man. Everything. He's got everything. Man. So I have to get rid of one now or I'm just kind of dead. I guess, you know what, that was a mistake. I should have waited until he used his minister on one. Yeah, that was a mistake. That's okay. So, okay, so I need removal right now. So the Celebrance is not good enough. Courier Bat is fine. I can play him. Didn't gain anything. I can play him and then let him attack in, no problem. And then next turn, equip the ceremonial knife to him. I think that's my only out here. So you can take his 3 in the air. But man, unbelievable. Like, this guy's card quality is just astronomical. Every single card, except for maybe the Persistent Specimen, is just so good. Perfect. Perfect card. And he got all 3 of his colors of mana, no problem. A little bit frustrating. So I'll definitely block here, and that's why I didn't attack. I mean, if he uses a combat trick, that's great. Happy to. Sure. Right. So this turn, I have to spend 2 mana. to equip the guy in the air. That's an absolute must. So I'm going to do that now. And then I might as well play this guy. No attacks. Can you get any luckier, man, to get these cards? Courier Bat stays, the Recluse. I'm gonna pass. I know if I transformed him, then he'd be a better blocker against that statuette. Maybe that was the wrong play. Switch over. Oh wow. He declined to make the statuette? Okay. 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 So in that case, this is actually why I didn't do that. I'll gladly take these back. Okay, we might be back in this. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Next turn we might be attacking with both witches. Depending, of course. That's assuming we can play our Falcon Wrath Celebrant and we survive the turn. Not to mention if he draws a removal spell, like I think we're just dead. Okay. So he can pump twice. So I kind of have to do one of these. I have to be able to block 6. So is he going to have trample? No, so he's not going to trample. +1/+0. Okay. So assuming he doesn't trample, which we can't do much about in the first place, he does trample, so we've got 6 blocked. That means we're going to take... I think at the end of the day, we just have to sacrifice a little bit here. I think that's the block. Right? Yes. I mean, okay. Gain the 1 back. Uh-oh. Ah, nice. Nice. Oh, why'd I tap 2? That's okay. So obviously now I'm ahead on board by a lot, and if he casts any creatures, he pays life for it. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Just gonna play it safe. Okay, that's something. Now how can he block 2 menace creatures? Okay, game. All right. Good. So we are, what, 4-1 now? Game 6. Yeah. That's going well. I'm still a fan of this deck. I think that statuette, I don't know. I like reliable cards and it's not reliable. It's a little bit aggressive. Like we've had the kind of cute plays where, you know, on the third turn you attack with it and then one of those 2/1 first strikes. But outside of that, I mean, I like how it makes a blood token. Anyway, I digress. We have our guest, which we haven't seen much of this whole draft, which I'm a big fan of. He's got a lot of staying power. I might even... It's a good question. Good question. Because if he taps, he deals 2 damage. You can play that card this turn. That would be a little bit aggressive. That would be a little bit aggressive to do this turn. Unless it's a land, because he's not going to have many lands to play. Maybe I'll just build my board. If he attacks, I'll probably block. Obviously now. Okay, so we got the mana we wanted. Okay, so my Celebrant is much worse with the guest. We could bleed it dry. That's kind of a crummy use of that card though. Could Gift of Fangs on the Celebrant. Attack for 4 with first strike. It's not a bad plan, but that sets us up for a 2-for-1. It's a little bit too aggressive for my taste here. And this only pulls a guy from your graveyard. Okay, well anyway. Yeah, I don't love any of these plays, to be honest. I guess we'll mess around with this. Kind of setting up for a 2-for-1 for them though. I don't like that turn. There's too many ways to beat me. I don't like that. Maybe I should be more patient. He's got a whole hand of cards. Okay, that's good. Excuse me. Okay. I'm okay with that. Nice. So we got a little bit lucky. Probably take his Socialite. Okay, Recluse, that's fine. I've got myself a Recluse too. I'll end off there. Okay, another. Interesting play choices by this guy. Guess he'll probably just take it. Okay, so now things are going to be heating up a little bit. So we got our celebrants. So now we've got 2 aggressive vampires. 1 first strike, 1 menace. And we have an instant speed removal. And 3 blood tokens. So we can draw into gas. And we got enough mana to last us the rest of the game. Okay, gain a life, sure. And the Voltaic Visionary's ability is getting a little bit more dicey because it deals 2 damage to the player. Sure. Can do that. Do we do our Recluse? Okay. I guess we'll take the Recluse. Ooh. That ain't gonna go well. Okay, that's better. That's better. Sure, that's actually smart. Yeah. So now we don't have to use the bleed dry. He's gonna die anyway. Let's do this. Okay, so now we do have a better play. Okay. I'm okay with that. I'll offer a trade. He might have a first strike thing or whatever. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. So stupid. This is part of why I'm not a huge fan of this format. Way too many cards that are way overpowered. Well, we have it. I don't need much in terms of damage. Okay. Yeah, you gotta love that, right? You gotta love that. Like, this game is over, like, you know what I mean, beyond over. And then it's just, boom. mythic rare, or not even mythic rare, but mythic level rare. And that's just GG. It's garbage. This is just I mean, total BS. Ooh. Greedy. So I have to kill one or I'm just dead, because he can attack for 18 in the air. I just want to say you suck, man. You know, that's the that's what's on the tip of my tongue here is like, this game was over. You don't deserve the win at all, and this is like garbage. I mean, like, this is no skill win on his part, just playing a rare. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, of course. Removal spell too, that's great. Good for you, man. Great work. Ooh, greedy. Yeah, good job. Great play. Lots of skill. Okay. See, if I got that knife last turn, I could have actually won. Almost. Because then I could play it. Yeah. Well, whatever. That's okay. That's okay. Alrighty, keep rolling. That's Magic, I guess, right? Or that's, I should say, that's Crimson Vow. Format defined by rares. We're doing alright, though. Right, like we deserve that one. We technically should be 5-1. Yeah, I'm going to pitch the 5-drop in this 16-land deck with a 2-land opener on the play. Okay. Guest, always happy to play a guest. Well, I don't want that guy training next turn. That's my only problem here. I don't really want a Blood Fountain right now either. Yeah, that's better. Still don't want him training. I could equip the knife and then hope he doesn't have another human to play so that he can attack into me for free. I guess 2/5 is not the end of the world either. I mean, we have removal. We have Bleed Dry. Wow. Wow. I did not see that coming. This is a sorcery, yeah. If we attack in with the Witch, we could equip it. Almost certainly he'll be blocked with the Diregraph Scavenger, though. We'll get a blood token out of that deal. I guess that's fine. Then we can grasp. Yeah. I don't love that play, but... I'm actually just going to hold off. See, I'm going to do this so that he's more incentivized to do something with the Dawnheart Disciple so that I can grasp it. Like if he plays a combat, because he would really want to get rid of my Witch, probably, right? I mean, he could have just done that anytime, to be honest, right? So using Parasitic Grasp right now won't actually do anything. If I had Bleed Dry or a second black, it could. Well, I guess that's that. If there was no need for that to be a combat-oriented trick, you know. I'm getting pretty far behind, though. That's the only problem. Maybe I'll just use this now just for board position. He only took one. Damn, close. Because I need to do this. First strike if it's attacking only. Yeah, I don't look very good right now on board. This is not going very well. Probably wasn't even the right play to get rid of that. It might have been just a little impulse. Probably should have saved that for when I had more mana. This guy's kind of an odd player. I don't know. Kind of don't know. Like, I'm not playing perfectly either, but... Maybe I'll just take the damage there. You could have done that ahead of time and trained, right? Like, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Man, strange. You do that any time. Like Death Touch. Like, why do you let me block first? I don't get it. Maybe the rider and the knife. Do we take 3? Do we get 3 in a blood token? That's actually not a terrible play. And we won't be on our heels so much. Sure. I'll take 3 in a blood token. I guess we're not looking that bad. I mean, that's more than okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the hell is going on here, man? What is this? That rare again? Like, what the hell? And I'm just dead again. I'm just like, we could win this game. We could easily win this game, but it's just another stupid, unbeatable bomb rare. I mean, like, I'm just done. Anyway, good game. Good game. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, certainly that's the nature of the format, right? I don't know, like, not much I can really say. I think we played well. I think our deck is good. I think, you know, 2 of our losses were totally undeserved. I think we would have won both of those. We should be 6-1 right now, not 4-3. But I mean, that's Magic, and that is Crimson Vow. So anyway, yeah, like and subscribe. We're gonna keep moving on here. So that'll be all for now.